I'm John Smythe.
He was arguably one of the most prolific abusers ever associated with the Church of England, with more than 120 victims until his death in 2018. Last week, a report said that by 2013, the Archbishop of Canterbury knew, but inadequate action meant the abuse continued. Justin Welby's apologised, but says he won't resign. But today, one senior member of the church broke ranks.
I think that it's very hard for the church, as the nationally established church, to continue to have a moral voice in any way, shape or form in our nation when we cannot get our own house in order with regard to something as critically important, something that would be asked of any institution, let alone the church.
And given that, what do you think about the position of the Archbishop of Canterbury?
I think sadly his position's untenable, so I think he should resign.
The first cases of abuse by John Smythe at Christian summer camps were in the mid-1970s. By the early 80s, church officials were informed, but there was what the report calls an active cover-up. In 1984, Smythe carried on his abuse in Zimbabwe and later South Africa, and we know the Archbishop of Canterbury was definitely told by 2013. But the abuse continued and was exposed by Channel 4 in 2017. Something Justin Welby said at the time was the first he knew of John Smythe's behaviour. Smythe died in 2018 without ever facing justice. London Vicar Giles Fraser says for his role, the Archbishop has lost the confidence of clergy.
You know, just the idea that the Archbishop knew in 2013, at the very most generous interpretation, and still people were abused around the world. It's absolutely appalling.
Who will believe a 16-year-old lad against a bishop and a vicar?
Matthew Einarson is a survivor of church abuse, here testifying at an inquiry. He wasn't a victim of John Smythe, but says the events of the past week have been re-traumatising for all victims. It's clear where he stands on Justin Welby.
I think he should definitely resign, and he should take with him all those who have failed in safeguarding. If he doesn't, the church is showing itself again. It doesn't understand what it's like to be a victim. It doesn't understand what safeguarding is. For years it's been saying it will do its own safeguarding, it knows what it's doing. It doesn't.
Supporters of Justin Welby say he's brought about a lot of improvements in the way abuse is handled by the church, but with not just the institution, but the man who leads it now having been shown as culpable, the pressure continues to mount. Ali Maqbool, BBC News.